Well, hello, I'm Emrys from CruiseHive.com. Wow, have we had a busy week or what? And yes, breaking cruise news, the cruise lines have decided. It's time to make sure you're up to date on all the latest developments from the week across the major cruise lines. It has been a busy week for sure, full of updates in relation to the CDC, with cruise lines surprisingly opting in to its voluntary program despite harsh words from the Cruise Lines International Association earlier in the month. There is a shiny new cruise terminal across from the Miami skyline, a lowered travel notice for cruise ships by the CDC, cruise cancellations for Royal Caribbean's Mariner of the Seas, and lots of updates from Carnival with deployment changes and of course its Sailabrations. Alright, without further delay, let's get started. We start with some great news as Richard Branson's Virgin Voyages celebrated the opening of Terminal V at Port Miami on February 13th. After only 1 year since breaking ground, the new terminal received its first guests to board Virgin Voyages' first cruise ship, Scarlet Lady. Sir Richard Branson and others attended the event and performed the ceremonial ribbon cutting. The new terminal offers guests unobstructed views of Biscayne Bay, downtown Miami and Edgewater. The facility is located just off the side of the main terminal row that caters to all the major cruise lines. Measuring 132,000 square feet, the structure features striking design details and significant environmental features, ensuring the building received the LEED Gold certification. The geometric design has been inspired by the palm trees synonymous with Miami. While during the day, the palm trees are the main focus, during the evening, the company's famous logo will mirror the city's skyline. Scarlet Lady sailed on a 5-day cruise to the Western Caribbean and the Bahamas from Terminal V this past week, the first time a cruise ship officially sailed with guests from the new terminal. She will be calling the new Terminal V home year-round, sailing on 4 different Caribbean voyages. The US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, known as the CDC, lowered the COVID-19 warning for cruise travel on February 15th, dropping from the level 4, which is very high, to level 3, just high, indicating gaining confidence in the cruise industry's health and safety protocols. By dropping the cruise travel warning from level 4 down to level 3, the CDC is finally acknowledging a slight lessening of risk aboard cruise ships, which is in line with the dropping caseloads of COVID worldwide. Under the previous warning, which was level 4, travelers were advised to avoid cruise ship travel entirely. Now on to level 3, passengers are advised to be up to date on vaccinations before cruising, which means both the original full vaccination series as well as a booster shot if eligible. This easing of the travel warning comes as many cruise lines are beginning to carefully relax onboard mandates, such as permitting vaccinated guests to go without masks indoors and allowing smoking to resume in ship casinos. Well, we're going to touch more on the CDC very shortly as we've got some more breaking news. In an email sent to travel partners, Royal Caribbean International has announced that nearly 3 months of sailings in early 2023 will be cancelled for Mariner of the Seas in order to allow extended time for a planned dry dock and renovation. According to a February 16th email to guests from Royal Caribbean, the cancelled sailings extend from January 7th through March 27th, 2023. The affected voyages include 3 and 4 night Bahamas and Perfect Day cruises that would have called on Nassau and Royal Caribbean's private island Coco Cay, 4 and 5 night Western Caribbean sailings just to Mexico, and 4 night Western Caribbean and perfect day itineraries visiting Cozumel and Coco Cay. All cruises were departing from Port Canaveral in Florida. Guests on the now cancelled sailings have 3 options to choose from. Guests can choose to rebook their cruise on one of the selected sailings aboard the significantly smaller Radiance class Jewel of the Seas with various incentives. There is the option to rebook on any other Royal Caribbean cruise ship with change fees waived but without incentives, or of course request a full refund if guests prefer not to rebook. Carnival Cruise Line was founded in 1972, making this year 2022 the line's 50th birthday. Carnival is celebrating this momentous milestone in true funship style with amazing parties and events on board each of its ships, starting with birthday-themed Sailabration cruises. There are 17 designated Sailabration cruises. Carnival Miracle will be the first Sailabration cruise to set sail when it leaves Long Beach on Sunday, February 20th on a 14-day Carnival Journeys cruise to Hawaii. Most other Sailabраtions depart the week of March 5th and range from 3 to 8 nights depending on the ship, embarkation port and itinerary. The birthday celebration begins even before guests are on board. Carnival's cruise terminals will be decorated as birthday parties with fun music, signage and decor to get the party started from the moment passengers arrive for their cruise. Celebrations will allow guests not only to celebrate on board but have also been carefully coordinated to celebrate with other Carnival ships. Ships throughout the fleet will meet up to host the biggest birthday parties at sea as they share destinations. The meetups will happen on designated dates during the week-long event while the ships are at sea, of course. So on March 5th, Carnival Radiance and Carnival Miracle will meet up just outside Ensenada. March 7th, we'll see Carnival Breeze, Carnival Ecstasy, Carnival Glory, Mardi Gras, Carnival Pride, Carnival Sunrise and Carnival Vista meet up in the Western Caribbean between Cozumel and Costa Maya. March 9th, we'll see Carnival Conquest, Carnival Spirit, Carnival Freedom, Carnival Legend, Carnival Liberty and Carnival Sunshine meet up in the Bahamas near Nassau. And then on March 11th, we'll see Carnival Miracle and Carnival Panorama meet up just outside Ensenada. Serving as the culmination to the year-long festivities to the line's birthday, the biggest celebration of all will be when the newest Carnival ship is officially welcomed to the fleet. Carnival Celebration will be named in Port Miami in late November as she arrives to her new home port. Her first sailing from Miami is a 6-day Eastern Caribbean sailing departing November 21st, 2022 and calling to Grand Turk, Amber Cove and Nassau along with 2 days at sea. Carnival Cruise Line has announced the final phase of its operational restart with several home port changes, ship deployments and the last of the vessels to restart. By March 2022, the cruise line will have restarted sailings in all 10 of its year-round US home ports, and when the Alaska cruise season opens in May, all of Carnival's fleet will be back to service, bringing the fun ship getaways to eager passengers once again. With the 2 Fantasy class vessels, Carnival Sensation and Carnival Ecstasy leaving the fleet, several ship redeployments have been necessary to cover popular home ports and itineraries in the coming weeks and months. Alright, so Carnival Elation will move from Port Canaveral to Jacksonville, Florida, effective April 23rd to October 22nd. Carnival Freedom will move from Miami to Port Canaveral to pick up the itineraries formerly assigned to Carnival Elation, effective April 21st through October 15th. This includes 4-day sailings to the Bahamas with calls in Nassau and Princess Keys, plus 5-day Eastern Caribbean cruises with calls in Amber Cove and Grand Turk. Carnival Spirit, which is currently sailing from Jacksonville with 4 and 5 day Bahamas itineraries, will take over several sailings previously assigned to Carnival Freedom, beginning in April, including the April 17th, 2022 16-day Carnival Journeys cruise from Miami through the Panama Canal to Seattle. Carnival Splendor will also reposition to Seattle and operate Alaska sailings currently assigned to Carnival Freedom. This is due to the ship's Australia sailings being cancelled for the time being, as the Australian government continues to refine plans for regional sailings to restart. Those cancellations were announced earlier this month, but it was not known at the time where Carnival Splendor would be calling home. Well, I have to be honest, I was not expecting the cruise lines to make this decision, but it's happened. Yes, cruise lines decide to opt in to the CDC's voluntary program for cruise ships, which means cruise ships operating in US waters will have to follow CDC guidelines. The agency gave cruise lines a deadline of February 18th to decide if they would opt in or not. Carnival Cruise Line, Princess Cruises, Holland America Line, Royal Caribbean, loads, all the cruise lines confirmed that they would participate in the program. Ships will also continue to be part of the cruise ship color status page, classifying vessels depending on the vaccinated status of sailings and ships, of course. Well, Royal Caribbean President CEO Michael Bailey has said that it will operate under the highly vaccinated category, beginning with sailings departing from the US as of Friday, February 25th. Carnival Cruise Line also updated its protocols that are in line with the CDC guidelines. The cruise line is dropping its face mask requirement for sailings departing from March 1st, 2022. However, the cruise line still strongly recommends guests wear a mask. Also, some specific venues and events may require passengers to wear their mask. Vaccinated cruises will continue for the foreseeable future, but children under 5 years old will not be included in any vaccinated guest calculation as per CDC guidelines. This means that those kids will not be required to receive an exemption to sail. Pre-cruise testing is also to become less hassle for many guests. On sailings from March 1st, 2022, guests that are fully updated with their vaccines, such as receiving their booster shot, can take a pre-cruise test within 3 days before sailing, rather than the previous 2 days. Despite the Cruise Lines International Association recently calling the new CDC COVID-19 program for cruise ships potentially unworkable in practice, it now seems that major cruise lines are remaining committed to the agency to make sure guests and crew continue to remain safe. Well, we've got all the details on the new CDC voluntary program for cruise ships, which you can check out over on cruisehive.com, including all the latest protocol updates. It has just been another busy week in the cruise industry. What a surprise. And there are even more major cruise news stories over on cruisehive.com, including the former Carnival Fascination being beached in Pakistan for scrapping, Carnival Sensation set to be scrapped in Turkey, new details revealed for Disney Wish, Royal Caribbean unveils 4 new production shows for Wonder of the Seas, the Celebrity Ascent to sail the Caribbean during the 2023-24 season, Celebrity Cruises extends its pre-cruise testing, and loads more news all over on the website. I do hope you found the video informative. If you did, do feel free to like and also subscribe to the Cruise Hive YouTube channel. I'm Memris from cruisehive.com. Thanks so much for your time, and I'll see you all soon.